fact, most of us, we have cried in the corners of our room that what is happening to our country. Somebody like Dele Farotimi, who even on the first arrangement should be granted bail on self-recognition. Because number one, the crime against him is not even a weighty one.
Comrade, solidarity. Comrade.
You can't push me. Why are you pushing me?
Revolution! Nothing shall discourage us.
Welcome back to our channel. Today, December 20th, 2024, Dele Farotimi appeared at the Ekiti Magistrate Court, surrounded by a ridiculous and unnecessary display of heavy security. Armed officers stationed at every corner, creating a scene so dramatic that you may ask, were they escorting a dangerous criminal? What kind of system wastes this much of effort trying to silence a man who has done nothing but speak the truth? This defamation case filed by Afe Babalola is not just another court battle. It is a carefully orchestrated attack on free speech, a clear attempt to silence dissent and intimidate anyone else who might dare to speak out against the powerful.
My name is Yakubu Arowoshola Edeto. I'm a legal practitioner, human rights activist, and the convener Lagos Advocacy Group.
All right, so can you tell us who you are representing in court today?
Well, I am one of the counsels for Mr. Dele Farotimi, a human rights activist and a dogged social crusader.
For the benefit of those who are not aware, what exactly is the case against Mr. Dele Farotimi today?
Well, the case against Mr. Dele Farotimi is a case of criminal defamation that I brought him from. He was abducted from Lagos and brought to Ekiti on the instruction and instigation of Chief Afe Babalola and his entire law firm. Was the one who ordered the whisking of Mr. Dele Farotimi in a commando manner in his law firm in Chevron Drive in Lagos down to Ekiti. He was moved from Lagos. He passed through Ogun State. He passed through Oyo State. He passed through Osun State. He passed through Ondo State before he's finally dumped here in Ekiti State. And to our surprise, criminal defamation that we know that in our law as of today is a bailable offense. Since then, he has been in detention. The magistrate and the coup plotters have said they have been looking for him, that he jumped bail, that they have issued a bench warrant against him, and they are trying to enforce that bench warrant. And because of that, they feel that releasing him on bail is going to be a threat to the society. That is why he has been in detention for more than 3 weeks now, which I think it is not healthy, but light alive. It is not healthy for our judiciary.
All right, so before we let you go, what are your expectations from today's precedent?
Well, I don't expect anything because the matter on ground is not even Afe Babalola. Afe Babalola is the one fronting as if he's the one, but we know that it's a fight between the state and Mr. Dele Farotimi. And the reasons are very clear. The reason why the state is fighting Dele Farotimi is because he has been consistent in championing the cause of the oppressed in this country. Because we begin to ask questions. If people who have looted the treasuries of this country are granted bail, if people who have even committed crime against humanity are granted bail, what are we now going to say of an individual who just wrote a book that does not have any criminal record, that has not been indicted by any court in this country, will be denied bail? I don't know any sinner. Of course, the law is very clear. Although the magistrate or any judge has the right to grant bail, to use his discretion either judicially or judiciously. But in using those ones, the principle of natural justice, the principle of equity, the principle of good conscience must be parameters for granting those bail. What are the reasons why Dele Farotimi has not been granted bail up till today. I still cannot fathom. In fact, most of us, we have cried in the corners of our room that what is happening to our country. Somebody like Dele Farotimi, who even on the first arrangement should be granted bail on self-recognition. Because number one, the crime against him is not even a weighty one. Even if it's a weighty one, he has a name in society to protect. And even if the court even want to go further and say that and say that he needs to bring shorty, let them grant him bail. Even the Federal High Court, the Federal High Court on the 9th granted him bail on that same day with 50 million naira out of talkless of a magistrate. So this is not healthy for our judiciary. Of course, it is not healthy for our judiciary, but we believe that as for me, I am not expecting much. I'm even expecting the worst, because maybe the plan of the state actors is that this person should spend the New Year and the Christmas behind the bar. This is that is not right. So we are appealing that our prayer is that let him be granted bail. If there's any case against him, let him prepare for his case. Because the essence of bail itself is just that for the defendant to prepare for his defense, because everybody is presumed innocent until he is proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction.
Thank you very much, sir. Your full names again?
My names are Yakubu Arowoshola Eletu.
Thank you, sir.
Let's rewind a bit. In the book, Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System, Dele Farotimi boldly called out Afe Babalola, accusing him of corrupting the Supreme Court to secure fraudulent judgment for his client. Just like they will want you to believe otherwise, evidences from reliable sources has proved these accusations are not baseless. In fact, this accusation echoes the sentiment of many Nigerians who have witnessed firsthand how justice is twisted in this country to serve the interests of the wealthy and powerful. Dele Farotimi did not invent lies in his book. He simply reviewed what so many of us already knew. Afe Babalola, instead of addressing this claim like a man of integrity he would want many Nigerians to believe, he quickly kidnapped him like a common criminal. Now they are weaponizing the legal system to silence Dele Farotimi. This is not justice. This is a desperate attempt to bury the truth. And here is the most ironic part. Everything Dele Farotimi wrote in his book is being validated right now. Look at what is happening. A man who spoke the truth is being paraded like a criminal, while the real criminals, the looters, the fraudsters, the corrupt politicians walk free. Where was this level of security when billions of naira disappeared under Yahaya Bello's administration? Where are the armed guards when our leaders steal from the nation's coffers, leaving ordinary Nigerians to suffer in poverty? We have many of them in government. They are all there in the House of Rep, in the National Assembly, in the State Assembly, even in Tinubu's cabinet. These criminals, they are there, but they are untouchable because the laws of Nigeria only works for the common man and not for the powerful. This case has continued to expose a justice system that has completely lost its way. Instead of protecting the innocent, holding the guilty accountable, it has become a tool for the powerful to crush those who dare to challenge them. Afe Babalola's actions are not about protecting his reputation. They are about sending a dangerous message. If you dare speak against us, we will destroy you. But here is the thing they don't understand. Dele Farotimi has proven time and again that he is willing to risk everything for the truth. And that's what makes him a hero that there can never be. A man who will be remembered long after those who oppress him has faded into obscurity. The hypocrisy here is staggering. Look at the level of resources being wasted to prosecute Dele, a man whose only weapon is his voice, armed officers, tight security, court delays. It is all a show. Meanwhile, the same system turns a blind eye to the real matters. Billions, if not trillions, meant for infrastructure, education, and healthcare, siphoned by politicians. Yet, none of them face this level of scrutiny. This case is a turning point for Nigeria. Are we going to continue to allow the powerful to oppress the people, or are we going to rise and demand accountability? Dele Farotimi cannot fight this battle alone. He needs our voices, our support, and our determination to see justice prevail. To those watching, this is also your fight. Share this video. Speak out against this injustice. Let the world know what is happening here, because if they can do this to Dele, they can do it to anyone. Dele Farotimi is not just one man. He represents a movement, a fight for a better Nigeria. We stand with him and we will not let his voice be silenced. The truth is on his side, and no amount of intimidation or legal manipulation can change that. Dele is a hero, and we will not let them bury him in silence.